Good morning. Today we're going to look at Matthew chapter 10. We actually have talked about that chapter already. In fact, I think Pastor Hale preached on that this past week, where Jesus sends us out to do good works, to share the good news of Christ, to proclaim the message of Christ. He challenges us to do that, to share Christ with our community. Well, Matthew chapter 10 goes on to say that when you do that, it's not always going to be received with a warm welcome. There are always going to be those who don't want to hear the good news of Christ. They don't want to hear the message of Christ. And sometimes that's going to create some disharmony, even some conflict when we stand up for what is right, for what is good, for what is godly. But God tells us that we are to continue to love Him, to love God more than we love our parents, more than we love our children, more than we love others. We're to love God first and foremost, and to put God first in our lives. I love the verse, and I shared this on Sunday, Micah chapter 6, verse 8. Our challenge, what does God require of us? And that is to act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with our God. That's what God requires of us as we share the good news of Christ. We are to act justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with our God. I want to encourage you to continue fighting the good fight, continue sharing the good news of Christ with others, because that's what God requires of us as we walk humbly with Him. We share Him with others through the way we live our lives. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I can't wait for us to be together for worship on Sunday. We'll do that virtually. I want to remind you that after church this Sunday, you can drive by and pick up some donut holes and say hello to some friends from a safe distance. All right, we'll see you soon.